Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a thrift flip video, so we're gonna hop right into these projects. This first project, I grabbed these, 10 wall decor pieces from the thrift store a few weeks ago. I got them for $2 a piece, I believe, and I decided I was going to try try a little something with it. So the first thing that I did was I decided to go with a solid black base. So I did paint the entire thing with Midnight Sky by Dixie Belle. It really only needed one solid coat and I let it thoroughly dry. And I decided that I was going to try using white wax to bring out the detail of these leaves. At first I was going to go kind of neutral with this and just see what happened and mess around with it. So I started with the white wax and I worked in sections so that I could have more control. I did not add I did not add clear wax to this beforehand. I decided I was going to try adding clear wax afterwards and see what happened. So, like I said, I worked in sections and I as I started with this, I was like, I probably should have done the clear wax first. Like, I should have, like you're supposed to help control the white wax. But I just went with it. I had already committed, so I went with it. The white wax wasn't getting into the creases of the leaves as well as I thought it was going to. So I was like, all right, I'll finish this with the white wax and I will add some of the clear wax and see what happens. And I'm actually glad that I did that because the clear wax did help remove a lot of the white wax, but I could control where the wax was removed. So because I really did want to keep the white wax in like the crevices of the leaves, I was able to the clear wax like kept the white wax in the crevices of the leaves, but then removed it pretty much everywhere else. So you can kind of see, what I'm talking about where it removed like the white wax from the top portion of the leaves and then like I tried to get around the leaves, but then inside the crevices of the leaves the white wax was still there. So I was really happy with that at first. At least it was working to my favor, and I did both of them the same exact way and I let it sit overnight. I was not happy with how it looked, so I'm adding this iced espresso like metallic gold shimmer to it to enhance it. And I found that using a brush doesn't really work. So like my fingers work the best to apply it. And at first I thought that I could wipe it off. Well, it wasn't wiping off. Like I was trying to wipe it off so it would just have a little bit of the shimmer and it wasn't. So again, I just went with it and I lightly brushed the metallic gold on the top portion of the leaves so that the white wax was in the crevices, the gold was on the top, and I just did it on the raised portion of the leaves and on the raised portion of the trim. And I am actually really, really happy with how this project ended up turning out. I was a little worried at first because the white wax just wasn't working with what I thought it would in my head, but I really love the addition of this metallic. I wouldn't even call it gold. It's like I said, it's like an iced espresso, so it's like bronzy kind of. I really, really like it, and definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I thrifted this old bean pot or crock not too long ago. The metal or the wire handle definitely was missing, and I needed to fill those holes. Because it was not fully intact, I decided I was going to, do something different with this instead of just leave it as is. So I did fill the holes with the DOS clay instead of spackle, just because I had the clay like literally right next to me. So I was like, I'm not going to get up and grab the spackle. I'll just use this. And it worked perfectly fine. Once I got the holes filled, I decided that I was trying to figure out what color I wanted to paint it, because I wanted to try using one of these transfers from IOD. It's the ephemeral melange transfer. I really liked this one I'm showing you, and it fit the best on that pot as well, which was another reason why I grabbed it. I had this vintage teal color spray paint, and the blue like pretty much matched that transfer like perfectly. I think it was like made to be that I had those two together, because I never keep spray paint. I never keep colored spray paint on hand. I always just use black or white, and then I always have clear. So the fact that I had this, I'm pretty sure it was meant to be. So I gave it one good coat, and I did take the top off. I filled the inside portion, and I did spray paint the rim of it in case whoever, bought it, if they didn't want to keep the lid on, at least the top portion would be painted as well. So I let this sit more than a day, because I set it aside and I was working on other things. So this fully cured for sure, and I was sure I was not going to have any issue with my transfer adhering and applying to this piece. So I just cut out the transfer. I did cut the transfer a little close. Like I didn't leave a lot of room. So when I was scraping or burnishing the edges, I was very careful not to get my scraper tool like scraping off onto the spray paint. So you can see I'm just being very careful. I didn't leave myself a lot of room, but it really worked very, very easily. I was very happy. In the past, I definitely was too impatient, as you guys have seen. And you guys have commented too that you're impatient crafters just like I am. So I'm glad I'm not alone, but I definitely let this fully set. It came off great. Any issues that I had, I just laid it back down and I burnished a little further. And then once it was on, I took the top coat or the top piece, I burnished it even more. And then to seal it, I just ended up using um, just polycrylic. I believe this is like the ultra flat or ultra matte polycrylic. I gave it one good coat on the entire piece, and I also did the lid. So I know this one is a little different than what I normally do. I really, really like this color. So let me know what you guys think. I thrifted these pictures in the frames over the weekend. I got them for $1 a piece. I fell in love with these pictures or prints. They're for myself. I'm keeping them for myself. I know exactly where I'm going to put them. And I, if you saw last week's video, those pictures that I flipped, those were going to go in my house, but where they were didn't work. These actually work in the space that I had. I don't have a good picture right now. The lighting isn't really good where I have it set up. So if I can get a good picture with good lighting, I'll make sure to post it in my community tab so I can show you the space where it's at. I really, really like how these turned out. So these vintage print, or not vintage, I don't know. These old prints, are not like, one of a kind. So I wasn't worried that I was going to have to trim them a little bit to fit these frames a little bit better. And these aren't the best frames either, but I really liked the small size of them for my space that I was working with, which is why I wanted to keep them in these frames as well. I do a lot of black accents in my house, and this is no different. I am using the Midnight Sky color by Dixie Belle. I give it one solid coat, and then I do let it sit for, to dry fully. And then I am going to scuff sand them to bring back a little bit of the wood accents because I did want some of that to peek through. And in that way, it also wouldn't look so like clean, considering these pictures are definitely old. And I also really liked how these pictures were black and white. And so the frame itself is also black. And it just lets you focus in on the picture itself and you're not like looking at the frame because it's just black. It's not anything crazy. So I trim each picture to the size of the glass while I'm letting the paint dry. And again, I'm showing you that I scuff sanded this apparently. I forgot that I included this when I was editing. I decided that I was going to use brown wax to seal them instead of using like a poly, or a clear wax. I really love the combination of brown wax with black paint. I think it warms up that black so much and it like softens it and it just I really like that combo. And if you have been around my channel, I do that with furniture pieces. I do that with other smalls. I've done it on furniture pieces for myself, and I just really like it. So of course, since it's going in my house, I'm doing that as well. I just pop the pictures back in because the backing of these were like falling out. I just attached some painter's tape to the back to ensure that they weren't going to go anywhere. And then these are done. Again, if I can get a good picture, I will add the picture in my community tab so you can see where I have them in my house. All right, for our last project, this isn't a thrifted find, but this is a garage sale find. I grabbed this a while ago. I grabbed it actually the same time I grabbed another end table, which I did several videos back, and I thought I had shared this one with you, and I guess I never did. So I'm sharing it with you now. This end table, I think I got it for like $5, and it had a lot of damage to it. You could tell a dog chewed on the sides, like the legs. So I just filled in those areas with spackle. I lost that footage because I definitely remember recording how I filled everything so you could see that. I did do a clear coat or a shellac on the base of this end table, and I did sand the top. And I'm very sorry that I did lose that footage, but if you have seen my other videos, you have seen me sand down the tops of things as well as apply shellac. But I will say that the spackle did cover up those dog like chew marks really, really well. So you can't really even tell that they're there once I sanded it down and painted over them. So I am using this light gray color from Bear. It's actually the same color that I did a recent um, furniture makeover with, which will actually be next week's video. Next week's video will be a furniture makeover as well as refurbishing and rearranging my booth. So that is next week's video. But once I did 2 coats of the chalk paint on the base, I do stain the top of this with, I believe it's Early American by Minwax. I did 1 coat and I did let it sit for a couple days to ensure that it was fully dry before I added the sealed the top with polyacrylic. I did, I think, 3 coats of the polyacrylic because I wanted to ensure that it was clear, fully coated since it is going to be an end table. So I at first did not want to distress this piece because I knew where the dog bites were and I didn't want to enhance that. So I decided to do wax on this part instead. So I did clear wax and then I did brown wax. At first, I really liked it. And then when I looked at it the next day, I was like, this just looks dirty. I didn't like how it looked anymore. At first, I thought it looked like it was distressed, but then I looked at it and I was like, no, this just looks dirty. So I ended up putting white wax on top of this the next day to soften up that where the brown wax was. And then I did end up distressing it with, I think it was just 220 grit sandpaper, just that portion right there. And it looked perfect. So I sealed the rest of it, the rest of the base with clear wax. I did not do poly because I already did wax on this portion. So I stuck with wax for the entire part. But I did, like I said, lightly distress it. And I really was happy with how this turned out. And this piece did sell in my booth as well. This was the end of these projects. I really hope that you guys did like them. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please consider subscribing and let me know what was your favorite project. Again, next week's video will be a quick furniture makeover and then a quick refresh of my booth. I do take you guys with me as my husband helps me bring that furniture piece in and we rearrange. So definitely look forward to next week and let me know in the comments what kind of videos would you like to see coming up here shortly. If there is a certain theme you have, or just, thrift flips or furniture makeovers or themes, anything like that. Just let me know what you guys would like to see and I will try and make that happen. So thank you guys so much and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.